uh, since there is some friends message me, ask me about the what do I share in the past 2 days intention on intensive on the Wing Chun 1850. Or that actually there is about the 7 to 8 hours per day of sharing, and 2 days is about 16-15 hours of sharing. So there's a lot of things there. However, I can share with you some small part of highlight so that you can have a taste of what we are sharing about. Okay. So I take a different route this time on the intensive, because normally I start with the 6 element with the body, the mind, the breathing, the chi, and then the jing or force change and the momentum. But for this past 2 days, I did it in the reverse order, where we start with the momentum and jing first, and then the body and mind, and then the breathing and chi. Okay, the reason to do that is so that people know what is the outcome or the application of the art, which is the momentum and the jing. Then they can appreciate the body of the art, which is the body, mind, breathing and chi elements. Okay, so here I'm going to show you some highlight of what I share on this momentum. And the relationship between the momentum, the engine type, and then the jing or force flow. Okay. So first, this is the momentum DNA, the Wing Chun momentum DNA. Okay, the Wing Chun 1800 momentum DNA. Okay. So what happened is this: wide crane. The technology of wide crane is, in Chinese, is said 中门不让之武不离, meaning that I'm not going to give up my center door, and I'm not going to leave the center line. Okay, so if you see, look at wide crane technology is this. Okay, it's a generic technology. Okay, so it's fighting this middle door and actually tracking this center line. Okay, so that's wide crane. Okay, if you have a wooden army, you know this is a triangle here, and this is a center, middle center line there. That's what it is. Okay, it's a wide crane going to the center line. Now, for the Ermei technology DNA or Ermei momentum DNA is always Ermei is using this hand to seal him off. So his right hand is using to seal him off. So in Chinese, he said, 封闭顺来法. Feng is sealing him off. Okay, sealing him off, using his technique to seal himself off, using the opponent techniques to seal the opponent off. Okay, so that is the characteristics of the Ermei Zhuang momentum DNA. Okay, so for Wing Chun, if you fuse this wide crane technology, which is the 中文不让之武不离 and 封闭顺来法, what you get is this. Okay, so this is wide crane. This is the sealing off of the Ermei. This is the wide crane on the center line. So for the Wing Chun is this. You fuse that two momentum DNA, you get this. So from here, I go for center line. I'm sealing him off using his own the opponent techniques too. So there's the combination, and this become the DNA, the momentum DNA of Wing Chun. Okay, according to what we understand in 1850. Okay, now, and the concrete and so forth. Now, Wing Chun have 3 momentum. One is the direct momentum, where you just go direct to the center line. The second one is the roundabout momentum. Okay, the roundabout momentum. The roundabout momentum is this momentum. or this momentum. Okay, so this is what we call the Jing San. Okay, the Jing San momentum. Okay, and this is what we call the Zhak San or the Pin San. Okay, sorry, not the Zhak San, the Pin San. Okay, so you have this Jing San momentum, and you have this Pin San momentum. Okay, so in roundabout, you have two choices. You can go Jing San, or you can go Zhak San, Pin San. Okay, so what's the difference between this Jing San and then this Pin San momentum? Okay, the difference is the Jing San is very tight in the middle door or capturing the center line, while the Pin San is not as tight or not as intense in the center line or in the inner gate. Okay, so of course the inner gate, the inner gate or really intensive in the inner gate type is really quick and really to the point. Okay, highly focused and high density and high intensity, or very quick or very fast, or the very intense activity in the inner gate. While the Pin San is not as tight, so is a little bit how to say that, a little bit not as tight as the Jing San. Okay, so what happened is that with the Jing San, it's like it's so, the time is so the timing is so tight. Okay, and this is a very rapid fire time stuff. For this one, for the Pin San, is not as tight. Okay, and of course both have a pro and con. Now if you are fast, you are quick, you are strong, you can go the Jing San. But if your body physically and so forth, your momentum is not as strong, and you don't think you can take the momentum, you need to go Pin San. That way you don't take your intensity in the middle gate or inner gate is not as much. Okay, so there's choose between the Jing San and Pin San. So if the opponent is really strong, athletic, and is big, if you can take it, if you are bigger than him or faster than him, more athletic than him, you take the inner gate, the Jing San, there's no problem. But if I'm weaker and I'm slower, then it's better off I take the Pin San. Okay, that is the key of it, the characteristic of it. But both still going to the center line, capturing the center line. It's only captured differently. Okay, one is more direct than the other one. Okay, the Jing San is very direct. The what do you call it? The Pin San is not as direct, even though it's still direct, going to the capturing the center line. So this is, when I say direct and not as direct as mean, it's still roundabout. It's not go forward like that directly going. It's still going roundabout. But the degree of how direct is what I mean by direct. Okay. So there's the first is the direct momentum, the roundabout momentum. Okay, and then there's a third momentum, which is the recovery momentum. Okay, so what is the recovery momentum? Okay, say I go direct, Jing San, I go Jing San here, and I'm off by for my timing, or my momentum is not as or my momentum is not as powerful or as strong. I can receive his momentum. So what happened is that I will not be able to land on this Jing Shan's capturing. Okay, so at that point, I have to recover. So the third momentum is recovery. Okay, so what happened in this recovery? If I cannot go this way, okay, then this thing like this, if you think about this Buddha Dharma is moving in, okay, because he's out of my expectation. Okay, I thought that I'm going to meet him here, but he's already here. Okay, like moving into me too close already. My hand cannot do it. So whatever I have to do is I have to switch that to the elbow strike. So meaning that, you know, for example, if the opponent comes so close already, where I cannot punch this way, but it's going to my what do you call it, my elbow range already. So I switch to my elbow range, okay, to recover, still hit his center line, but it's no longer. I have to give away this thing. I have to give up this tanda, because his momentum, his position is out of my expectations, and I have to switch to this tanda, and I give up my whatever, my tanda, and switch to this elbow. Okay, so that's recovery. Now, so what happened is that even if I am in this situations of Jing Shan where my tanda is not applicable and the momentum still coming toward me, where even my elbow is not applicable, so then I have to step aside with the line or angling, and then I have to meet him here. So instead of I meet him, say for example, I go this close already, okay, but he go closer to me. So at that time, at this instance, I have to step away with angle, doing this. Okay. Still, I go to the center line and recover my center line, but I do not mess around with him here to struggle. So in other words, that I go Jing Shan. If I can hit him, I hit him. If I cannot strike, I cannot land the strike. It's too close already to go on this. If it's still too close and I'm not be able to do it from here, I'm moving back. Okay, to handle the momentum. So this is the recovery momentum. So again, direct, roundabout, recovery. Okay, so there's three types of momentum there. Now, there's the issue here. This momentum is based on a type of the engine or the body structure, or the body development. Okay, so as we know, in the body development, there might be the kneeling type, where you rooted like the Nam Kuen. In fact, kneel like you're standing on the kneel, or kneeling on the knee, low CG, and those are rooted, those Nam Kuen type. Or in the rack type, okay, where you're holding your structure like a rack. Okay, or the zhong or standing stick type. Okay, now, in order to perform these three momentum, the direct, the recovery, the direct, the roundabout, and recovery, based on the differences or different characteristics of your engine or your body development, the outcome will be different. Why? Because the accelerations of the accelerations and the momentum handling and the momentum characteristic, or the limitations of these three different type of body development or engine are different. Okay. So if I talk about the 1850 the standing stick or zhanzhuang type of the body development, or we call the willow body, or the snake body, or the rattan body. Okay. So what happens is this: what happened is that this type of the body development is using the seven bones of the body, the seven big joints of the body, to manipulate the force flow and force path from the ground up or up down. Okay. So for example, at this roundabout a momentum, this hand and this leg, okay, so meaning that this left leg and right hand, they are in sync. Okay, so in other words, if I want to strike this one, my power come from I want to strike my leg, the right hand, the right fist, my power come from my left feet. So when my left feet 7 volt touching landed on the ground, that's where I power the fist via the 7 volt up to my fist. Okay, so like imagine like there's a line from ground, line of force from ground via my feet, my left feet transfer via my 7 volt hitting him. Okay, striking him or strike the target. Now, so what happens is this: if I cannot land this leg properly, the left leg cannot land properly, there's no way I can strike this, because before the strike, actually my body is in the really relaxed and loose situations. Only when it touch the left feet land, the left foot land to the ground, at that instance, that pulse generate that pulse to shoot over to the target. Okay. Now, so what happens is that if I go to this roundabout, to this Chengshan, but because the momentum is moved closer, that I cannot land my left leg at that time. I have no way at that time to generate this force. So at that time, I need to switch my my Jing path and Jing flow. Okay, the path of the force or the flow of the force. I have to switch. No longer I can use this one, but I can use this right leg, instead of using the direct across from the left, the left foot to the right hand type of a direct cross type of this Jing path and Jing flow. I'm using the double helix, spiraling from the same side, from right foot to the right hand. Okay, so I can generate this one. So instead of generate the direct from the left to here, now I'm generating spiral up from the right side. Okay. Now, because of the momentum, because I cannot land this leg, this thing's coming close. So at that time, if I generate that, I'm going to use an elbow because it's in that range already. Okay. So that is how you switch between the direct and the double helix type of Jing. Okay. Now, so what if the direct, I cannot do it, and even the double helix, I'm too close. Well, I have another alternative, which is can shift back this leg and dissipate his momentum and shoot it from here with the direct. So you can alternate between direct double helix and direct double helix, or double helix, depend. Okay. So of course, if you say that if I cannot get into I cannot get to the elbow zone with the double helix, I can use even refiner double helix where I'm using the shoulder to hit. Okay, double helix. That is still valid. Okay. Now, so you can see that the roundabout momentum and the recovery momentum from here, from these two momentum, you can see how the momentum is supported by the Jing type But in order to get the Jing type or the force flow type, you need to have the body, the rotten body, or the what do you call it, the willow, the power of the willow or the snake body developed. Otherwise, at that instance, when you need the power to support the momentum, okay, either this momentum, this momentum, this momentum, or this momentum, you don't have it. Okay, so you need to have the Jing type to be there to support it. Otherwise, you really don't have it. Okay. Now, so that brings our issue too. If you have this knee type of body structure, the kneeling type of kneeling stance type of body structure, will you be able to generate that Jing between the switch between I know I lose this momentum in the instance to the double helix, or to the refined double helix, or to the step up direct. Okay, will you be able to do that? Same thing with the right. Will you be able to do that? Because all this involved in the momentum handling and the accelerations. Okay, so you can see that in the Wing Chun 1850, the what do you call it? The momentum of Wing Chun have its own Wing Chun momentum DNA, where it come from the white crane and the Ermei. And you can see the three different type of momentum: the direct, the roundabout, and then the recovery. And then you can see the Jingsan and Pinsan relationship, and you can see that how is this the direct, the roundabout and the recovery momentum is supported by the direct Jing or double helix type of Jing, and the double helix or the direct type of Jing, how is that supported by the snake body or the rotten body or the power willow. Okay, so everything is actually is one piece together. Okay, and of course, once people see this, then they know that, oh yeah, when I develop my Jing, I need to have a certain type of the body of the art. So this is the application of the art, but you need the body part of the art or the engine to support this application. Okay, this is a part of a highlight of a part of a thing which we'll be talking, we're sharing 2 days for past 2 days, and of course, also we are sharing something important is that using the zhuang, the zhan zhuang or the snake body type of the body, how without even moving the body but using the mind, the yi, the intention, be able to create a mirror image down in the ground and let the image reflects the image of the Jing reflects up to the body and move the body. Okay, and this is shared there too. So in other words, that if you have a proper zhanzhuang type of the body, and you can actually summon a mirror image of your Jing down into the down deep into the ground, and actually reflect that Jing back to your body and move your body. Okay, so that is how the force change or force flow path and force flow experience. Those are real physical things. This is not something which is out of the blue, come from thin air. It is physical thing. So yeah, we are sharing those kind of things too. So for the 6 element, actually every element, everybody can go to it and experience it in the basic level, because if you don't have the basic experience, you will not be able to develop it. Okay, and this is not philosophy. This is not that it is some kinds of mysterious stuff. It is just a normal human nature and law of physics. Okay, and everybody got to be able to do it, no matter they have trained Wing Chun or not trained Wing Chun before. As soon as their physical body, their mind, everything aligned, they will be able to do it. Okay, so we have covered this part of thing, and the rest is just all details and practice and so forth. Okay, so that's what I'd like to share with you today. Thank you.